Alright, I'm back, y'all. As y'all can see, I still got on the shirt that I did my review for Basketball Wise LA. So I'm coming right back with this little we're gonna call this the little, let's see, what can we call this? Just some little extra, a little snack, okay? This is my first story time. Actually, my second story time, because my first story time was the story that I told y'all about me and August Alsina. You know I love August Alsina, so I got to meet him. So that's my first story time. That was actually one of my first videos on this channel. So if y'all haven't checked that out, go way back, like 8 months ago, and check that out. But this is story time. Is about the time the police thought that I was a drug dealer. Okay. So for those who don't know, welcome to Sipping Tea with V. I'm your girl V, and we about to get into this damn story time. So this just like a regular night. Me and my best friend Bam, we hanging out, and you know, this was when I was writing books like heavy, and I was selling the books myself. I'm in the streets grinding. You know, whoever, if I could get somebody to listen to me, they was gonna leave with a book. And if they didn't have the money, they was gonna leave with one of my little cards where, you know, get a couple dollars, contact me, you know, boom, 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 let's set it up. So this is one of those hustle weekends, right? And this particular weekend, my sister's out there hustling with me. My best friend Bam, I call her my sister. So we out there. We've been out like maybe 2 hours out there hustling. The sun is starting to go down. So we go and chill up on the block. Now, for those of you that don't know, I live in Tampa, Florida, and we was over in the hood in Belmont Heights, off of 22nd, and I don't even know what that is, 22nd and 18th maybe. And it wasn't 18th, but it was 22nd Street. Y'all know, King Store. We over there, and we chilling up at the store on the corner. And I done came up there. I was walking around with a box of books. Like I'm going up to mamas, grandmas, whoever, dope dealers, like drug dealers. Oh, they love me. They love me because they all say, "Oh, we don't read. I don't read." I'm like, "Oh, well, you know, you could at least check the book out. Buy the book for your girl, your mama, your sister. I know somebody in your family read. Like, I be getting their ass, and they love that shit, so they'll buy a book. But you know, they flirt and shit. I don't got time for that, boo. I just wanted you to buy my book and go ahead and, you know, pass it along to somebody who will read it. And then you have, I'm not going to say that's a stigma because not all dope dealers don't read. Like some drug dealers do read. And, you know, some of them bought the book for themselves and some of them bought the books for other people. So we walking around. I got my bag. I got a box of books. And we sit down on the corner at the store. And we chilling up there. My sister Bam, I don't smoke, I got asthma. My sister Bam, she, you know, chiefing it up with the dope boys. She know all of them because that's her area. She hang out over there. Some of them she call her brothers, cousins, her homeboys, her day ones. You know, she know them for a long time. And, you know, I don't be in the street like that no more. I grew up in the projects. But I don't be in the street like that no more unless I'm, you know, out selling my books. So she kicking it with them, they smoking. I'm sitting there chilling, waiting on a new dope boy to pull up or somebody to come up there because I'm about to sell them a book. And that was my mindset all weekend, like, get these books off. That's it. So, me and one of her homeboys, we sitting up there talking. He asking me about, you know, how did I get into writing books? Because he know I'm from the projects and all this and that. So he like, how did you even get into writing books? Like, so we chatting up, boom. So I see the police officer. I see him go down 22nd because the police headquarters is right there in the hood. Okay, so he go down 22nd and he make a left on. What is that called? Chattooga? A street over there. He make a left, right? And you know, usually when you see the police and you sitting in the hood or whatever, you know, when you see an officer pass by and they see a group of people, they're gonna come back around. So I already expected him to come back around, right? But he never came back around for like a while. So I'm like, oh shit, that's different. Like usually, you know, they see a group of people hanging out, they're gonna come, you know, try to see what's going on, harass us, drive by, something. Nothing. So he didn't come back around for a minute. So we still all kicking it up there. And next thing I know, y'all, not even 5-10 minutes later, after I saw this officer go by, like 6 police officer cars roll up on us, y'all. 6 officer cars. And when I tell you, the dope boys scattered like roaches, y'all. They scattered like roaches when you cut the lights on. Like, look, I grew up in the hood. We ain't have them bad, but I had friends, okay? And they freaking scattered. Like, I'm talking about, I never seen nobody move that fucking fast in my life. They was just gone. And I'm like a stick in the mud or some shit, because I'm still sitting up there on the crate with my box of books, my bag over here. I'm chilling. My sister even gone. My best friend, Bam, she even gone. Like, I'm like, where the fuck did this bitch? I didn't even see her leave. Because she was smoking, she had the blunt. So she had to get going, or they was going to try to harass her about that shit, arrest her or whatever. Now they got it where if it's like under a certain gram, it's not jail worthy. But back then this wasn't the case. This was like 2013, 14, around up in there. So I'm sitting up there by myself, y'all. Now at this point, it's dark outside. Like before the light, the sun was going down, but now at this point it's dark, pitch black outside. And we sitting up there in the store. I think the store was closed or getting ready to close. And so this lady officer, she was a white lady. She walked up to me and she was like, she shined the light in my face. She was like, "What are you doing up here?" And I'm like, selling my books. No, I think at first I was like, I'm chilling up here selling my books or whatever. And she was like, selling books, and she was like looking down at the box, like, selling books to who? And I was like, anybody I can sell them to. If it's a dude up here and he has the money, I'm gonna sell my book to him. Whoever. And she was like, your book? And I was like, yes, my book. And so I got ready to open the box, but this was the time when, officers was killing us, but they wasn't killing us like they are now. Just murdering us. So I went to reach down to open my box of books, and she asked me for my ID. So I dug in my pocket, I gave her my ID, or I dug in my purse and gave her my ID, whatever. I gave her my ID, and she was looking at it, kept doing the flashlight on and off, looking at it or whatever. These other officers are like standing around, and then some of them are like walking down the street where the dudes ran off to, because when I tell you they scattered to everywhere they could. So around this time, my sister, she comes back up. She chewing on something. She done ate the fucking blunt, y'all. She done popped a lit blunt in her mouth and chewed it to, like, get rid of it, and swallowed it. I mean, I guess she didn't know any other way to get rid of it, because they came up there and her back was toward them when they got up there. So I guess she had already threw it in her mouth and start walking off. So the officer's looking at my ID or whatever, and she's like, let me see these books that you're selling. And so I pull out the book, and I'm like, I pulled out 2 books, like, because I have multiple books. So I pulled out 2 of the books, and I'm like, these are my books. That's me on the cover. I was like, my name is Valia Brown. As you can see from my ID, on here it says V Brown, because that's my author name. That's my pseudonym of V Brown. And so she's like, so you're really just up here selling books, and you don't know what type of corner this is? I was like, no, I don't know what type of corner this is. I was like, officer, what type of corner is this? And she was like, okay, ma'am, okay. And I'm like, okay, what type of corner is this? Because I'm up here today, so it could be a library, a bookstore. What type of corner? What type of corner is this? What type of area is this, officer? And she was just turning red. And then her partner, he was a black dude, and he walked up and he was like, ma'am, you're an author? And I told him yes. And I told him how long I had been an author for, and I was explaining everything to him. And she was just looking at me like astonished, like, this black woman is in the hood and she's an author and she's selling books. Like, books. Like, it was almost like she really wanted to go through my box to make sure there was no drugs in there. Like, that's how deep it got. So at one point, she was kind of like, I had opened the box to put the books back in. And she was kind of, she had flashlight. She wasn't trying to hide the fact that she was doing it. And I was putting the books back in. She had her flashlight going in my box or whatever. I went to open my bag, like, bitch, I don't have no drugs. I'm selling books. Like, this is the motherfucking problem. Like, we need this shit in the hood. We need more people like me. And I need to get back to that also. But we need more people like me in the hood selling books. And, you know, maybe to be a turnaround. Maybe not the police expect the worst. If I'm telling you I'm selling books, hey, believe me. Or how about you thank me? Or something. So basically by the end of the conversation, because it went on for a little while longer between me and her partner were cool. He was a cool dude. You know, he respected the fact that I was in the hood selling books. And he told me to keep going and don't stop. And so me and her little thing, we went back and forth for a little minute. And my sister, she like had an attitude with the lady. She like, why are you harassing my sister? Like, she's up here selling books. She's never been in trouble. Like, what I don't understand what the problem is. You keep asking her different questions. She answering all your questions. Like, what is the fucking problem? And she's just like, this corner is just known as a dope dealing corner. This is where a lot of drug activity goes on at. This, that, and other. And my sister's like, that has nothing to do with her though. That has nothing to do with her. She's over here trying to make this corner, as you speak of, better. So what's the problem? And so she like, the lady was like bright red, like. I knew her partner when it told some of the other buddies about this situation, because she just was not like giving up. It was like, bitch, are you new on the job? Like, what is it? Like, are you a rookie and you got a hard on to try to get somebody? I don't know. But whatever, it ended, and she was like, I thank you, you know, for being an upstanding citizen. By this point, I wasn't trying to hear shit she had to say. I didn't give a fuck what she was talking about. I was like, yeah, give my ID back. Like, bye. The fuck? So by this time, you know, the police officers, they done got back in their car, pulled off, or whatever. And so the dope boys started to like filter back in. And they came up to me and they like, man, you making the corner hot, man. I'm like, I'm making the corner hot? Y'all the drug dealers and I'm making the corner hot? And they like, man, you making our corner hot, man. I'm telling you, we've been up here for weeks and ain't shit like this happen. Shit like this don't happen, man. You making our corner hot. And I'm like, no, I'm actually making your corner better, because I told this woman that I'm up here selling my books. And maybe next time she see a crowd of people, she won't get her buddies together and they might not come up here and make a fucking spectacle of themselves and, you know, try to harass y'all. Like, I told her I'm selling books. I'm not making y'all corner hot. If anything, I'm making that motherfucker better. And y'all need to invite me back and bring y'all girlfriends and sisters, because I'm a seller. I can sell ice to Eskimo, okay? I'm a motherfucking seller. I will sell your ass on some shit, all right? I don't know why I'm not like a seller in real life, like of cars or something like that, but I will sell your motherfucking ass on some shit, okay? And I told him, like, y'all need to invite me back up here, throw me a little car wash or something, have a car wash and let me sell my books or something. Shit, y'all need to make this area better so they're not able to come up here and constantly harass y'all. Even though y'all are doing something wrong, you can turn that wrong into a right. Take your drug money and, like, I started giving it to their ass and they was like, damn, you know what? So y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed my little story time. That was the time that the police officer thought I was a drug dealer / dope girl. So I hope y'all enjoyed my second story time. And you know, I'll be back. Mwah. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Make sure y'all subscribe to Sipping Tea with V. It's your girl V. I'm going to sip some tea, because I probably should have been sipping tea while I was telling this story, but I didn't think about that. Let me sip some tea. And for those of you that don't know what my tea of choice is Crown Royal Apple. This is my favorite liquor. I only drink brown liquor now. So Crown Royal Apple and also Hennessy. Y'all know Hennessy is my joint. So Crown Royal Apple, and then I drink that with some Sprite, okay? And that's my little tea. That's what I got in this cup. So y'all remember, always sip tea and keep it sweet, okay? And y'all continue to rock with me. Subscribe, comment below. Let me know, has the police ever, accused or thought or tried to make it seem like you were something other than what you were when you were at a certain place? Or have they ever tried to accuse you of being a drug dealer, a dope boy, a dope girl? Hit me some comments below. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. Okay? Mwah.